Have you ever wondered how we can provide the best care for ourselves as we age without draining our bank accounts? The answer might surprise you. In this video, I'll share the story of Robert, a 75-year-old widower who found a creative and affordable way to age with dignity and happiness. You'll discover how community support and adapting to new lifestyles can make all the difference. Join us in celebrating the resilience and wisdom of our elders. The experience of Robert, 75 years old. I have experienced both living in a nursing home and hiring a caregiver. Both are expensive and not always suitable, especially for those of us without large retirement funds. This year I turned 75, and my wife Mary passed away over 5 years ago. Shortly after her death, I hired a caregiver, but I let her go after just 2 months. I was never great in the kitchen, so my children were worried that I wouldn't eat properly, and they decided to cover the cost of a caregiver. We agreed on $4,000 per month, including food and lodging. The caregiver was about 40 years old, came from another state, and seemed honest enough, but the food she made was terrible. Plus, she spent most of her time on her phone or watching TV. Sometimes I called her several times, and she wouldn't even hear me. In the end, I decided to let her go. She wasn't acting like a caregiver. It felt more like I was the one taking care of her. Spending over $4,000 a month to have someone in the house glued to their phone and whose cooking was inedible wasn't worth it. I thought that money would be better spent buying my own food. So I decided to go without a caregiver. Then my children found me a spot in a nursing home. But I didn't want to go. They insisted because they were worried about me living alone. Nowadays, nursing homes are pretty decent, but the staff isn't always suitable, and they have very strict rules. You have to register every time you go in or out. I value my freedom and can't stand that kind of control. Also, there are always elderly people passing away in those places, and the atmosphere can be very depressing. I didn't even last a month there before deciding to leave. From my point of view, as long as a person can take care of themselves, they shouldn't consider a nursing home, especially if they value their independence. Later on, my children suggested I could stay with each of them in turn. Although they did this with the best intentions, I felt a bit overwhelmed. I stayed with them for a while, but never for more than 2 weeks. I'll start by talking about my son's house. Both he and his wife work during the day and are rarely at home. When I arrived, my daughter-in-law always made me lunch and left it in the fridge before going to work. They were already busy enough, and when they came home, they had to take care of the household chores. I always felt like a burden to them, which made me uncomfortable. During the day, I spent most of my time alone in the house, and I didn't know most of the neighbors, so I didn't feel as comfortable as I did in my own home, although my son and daughter-in-law treated me with respect. I also noticed that as I've aged, young people sometimes show a certain disdain toward me. For example, at my son's house, the utensils I used were specifically designated for me, different from the ones they used. Similarly, at my daughter-in-law's house, she doesn't let me put my clothes in the washing machine because she finds the smell of old age unpleasant. I like washing by hand, but she doesn't approve. I have to go to the laundromat downstairs to wash my clothes, which is inconvenient. In the end, there's no place like home. As for my daughter's house, I never intended for her to take care of me in my old age. Although every time I go there, she and her husband treat me kindly, I know that my son-in-law also has his own parents to look after. Over the years, the maternal grandparents helped raise the children, and when they got married, it was my daughter's family who bought the house and the car. As we age, it's important to be aware of our situation. So in the years since my wife passed away, I've gradually come to understand a truth. As you grow older, it's essential to rely on yourself. As long as I can take care of myself, I don't need to go anywhere. There's no place like my own home. Now I've learned to cook stir-fry and even make steamed buns. I've also started practicing Tai Chi in the mornings. I meet a group of elderly people in the park to exercise. Prioritizing my health and maintaining a positive attitude is what matters most to me. Last year, along with other elderly people who also practice Tai Chi, we created a new form of self-care that involves helping one another. We support each other in our Tai Chi group. There are over 10 people, 8 of whom, like me, are seniors without a partner or children nearby. Later, we joined a text message group for elderly people living alone. Since last year, the group has grown to nearly 20 members. What is the purpose of this group? As we age and don't have our family close by, if we feel unwell or experience some pain, it's really crucial to have someone to turn to. Many elderly people in our situation prefer not to go to nursing homes or hire a caregiver, especially since most don't have a large pension. That's why we come together to look out for each other during this stage of life. In recent years, numerous cases have been documented where elderly people living alone pass away in their homes and are found days later. For this reason, we decided to create this group to stay connected and ensure everyone is okay. Each morning, we check in with the group. If someone doesn't respond, we go and check on them. We all live nearby, either in the same neighborhood or an adjacent one. Over time, the group has transformed into a space where we can share any situation. For example, if someone gets sick and needs someone to make them soup or accompany them to the hospital, it won't be free. We compensate the worker at a rate of $15 per hour. If I'm feeling unwell today and need to go to the hospital, I simply let the group know, and whoever is free will come to accompany me. For instance, the last time my friend Bill helped me at the hospital and assisted with consultations. That was over 3 days, working 8 hours a day, totaling 24 hours. So I paid him $360 as agreed. Everyone likes this system. Not only do we have someone to assist us, but we can also earn some income. Sometimes you take care of me and I compensate you. Other times, I take care of you and you pay me. It's fair and balanced. Plus, everyone in the group is going through similar situations and understands each other. This method is very well received by us elderly folks, and it's more affordable than hiring an aide or living in a care home. The most important thing is that we all know and trust each other. Thanks to this group, our children feel more relaxed. Sometimes we organize group outings, walk in the park, and it's really quite enjoyable. Our way of caring for the elderly has grown from a small group to now dozens of people, and many elderly individuals have decided to join. This not only lessens a burden on our children, but also offers us emotional support. Every day, someone is concerned about us, talks to us, and if we fall ill, we don't fear being alone. In the end, it only costs a few $100s per month, which is much more affordable than hiring a caregiver or living in a nursing home. I believe this option is suitable for most elderly people who are able to take care of themselves. Together, we join forces to care for each other in old age, helping one another, and we can even earn some money. Living together, keys to harmonious coexistence between elderly parents and their children. So, living with children in old age is a situation that many elderly people face, whether by choice or out of necessity. It can be a comforting and supportive arrangement, but also comes with its own challenges. The generational gap, lifestyle differences, and expectations can sometimes create tensions and discomfort for both elderly parents and adult children. To ensure harmony in the home, it is important for elderly parents to be mindful of certain aspects of cohabitation. By focusing on communication, respecting boundaries, maintaining independence, and emotional understanding, living with children can be a rewarding and enriching experience for everyone. First and foremost, open and honest communication is crucial when living with adult children. Both parties should discuss their expectations before moving in together. This conversation should cover practical topics such as household chores, finances, and schedules, as well as emotional concerns like privacy and personal space. By addressing these issues up front, misunderstandings and resentment can be avoided later on. It's essential to maintain a balance in the home where both sides feel heard and respected. Elderly parents should clearly express their needs, but also be open to preferences and routines of their children, which will foster mutual respect and understanding. One of the biggest challenges when living together is respecting personal boundaries. This means recognizing that although you share the same space, elderly parents and their children have their own lives, responsibilities, and social circles. It's important for parents to give their children the freedom to live their lives without feeling overly monitored or judged. For instance, parents should avoid giving unsolicited advice or making comments on their children's decisions about parenting, lifestyle, or finances. By respecting their children's independence, parents can reduce potential conflicts and foster a healthier, more supportive relationship. At the same time, it is vital for elderly parents to maintain a sense of independence. It's easy to fall into the trap of becoming overly reliant on children for emotional or physical support, especially when health problems or loneliness arise. However, maintaining a degree of autonomy can help parents retain a positive self-image and reduce the feeling of being a burden on their children. Engaging in personal hobbies, community activities, or maintaining friendships outside the home can provide a sense of fulfillment and prevent isolation. This independence not only benefits elderly parents, but also eases some of the pressure on their children, allowing both parties to enjoy their time together more fully. Flexibility and adaptability are also key elements to consider when living with children. Life changes for both generations, whether it's work stress, raising children, or health issues, and these factors can affect the household dynamics. It's important for elderly parents to be adaptable and understanding of the demands their children face. For example, if their children have busy work schedules or need time to focus on their own families, elderly parents shouldn't take this personally, but rather appreciate that everyone has different responsibilities. This adaptability fosters patience and empathy, essential to avoiding conflict and building a harmonious cohabitation. In addition to practical adjustments, emotional understanding plays an important role in maintaining a positive relationship when living with children. As parents age, they may experience feelings of vulnerability or a loss of control, which can be difficult to express. It is essential for elderly parents to be aware of their emotions and communicate them constructively rather than allowing feelings of frustration or helplessness to build up. On the other hand, children must recognize that aging brings its own emotional challenges and be patient and understanding with their parents. Both sides should work to create an atmosphere of compassion and care where emotions are acknowledged and treated with love. Finally, gratitude and appreciation should not be overlooked. Living together is a big adjustment for both elderly parents and their children. Therefore, expressing gratitude for the help and support they give each other can go a long way in maintaining a positive relationship. Parents should thank their children for opening their homes and providing care, while children should acknowledge their parents' contribution to the household, whether it's offering wisdom, helping with the grandchildren, or simply being a loving presence. This exchange of gratitude strengthens the bond between the two generations and ensures that everyone feels valued and appreciated. As we've explored in this video, the future of elderly care is brighter than ever. By adopting these innovative approaches, we can create a world where our elderly feel valued, respected, and supported. Remember that small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Let's work together to build a more compassionate and inclusive society for everyone. Thank you for your valuable time watching this video about creative solutions for elderly care. If you found these stories inspiring and motivating to take action, please share this video with others who might benefit from these ideas. Together, we can improve the quality of life for our senior citizens. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our new videos about senior living solutions. We upload new content every week with practical advice and inspirational stories for seniors and caregivers. We'd also love to hear about your experiences. Have you tried a community care circle or another innovative approach to aging? Do you have questions about starting a support group in your area? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Your story could inspire others facing similar challenges. And if you'd like to see more videos on specific topics related to senior living, let us know in the comments. We read every comment and use your feedback to create content that truly matters to you. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. We're building a community of support right here. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in our next video about tech-assisted independent living for seniors. Until then, take care of yourself and each other.